Okay, so before this video starts, I just want to shout out an underrated player by the name of Lobster. He has less than half of my subs, and he's beat insane levels like Spectrum Cyclone, Sunset, Photovoltaic 2, and many more. He's currently working on Lucid Chaos, and you should really go subscribe to him, or at least check him out. Both him and I would really appreciate it. Anyway, here's to the video. Enjoy. I have to make good gameplay challenge impossible. They can't build extremely good. Well, this is the best level I've ever played. Let's go! Nice! This is so good. I love this level. Dude. Okay, so here's my review for Diligence, my new favorite level. First of all, you start off with IRL, dude, I don't know how to pronounce it, I don't care. This feels like a really good way to start off a level. Gameplay is pretty fun, and it's just really consistent. The only part that, like, after you learn it, you really, like, kind of struggle with it is the memory, which I had to look on YouTube for, like, a guide on how to do it. Not a guide, but just a video. And I found none with clicks except one, like GameCube guy. Thank you for being cool. So I learned the click pattern, how to do it that way. It wasn't really a problem after I learned it though. It's just like kind of, you start there every attempt, you pass it every attempt, and you get to the next part. Okay, so now you get to the drop. The drop is like really fun. It's a common theme throughout the level. Like once you learn how to do a part, it just automatically becomes consistent, except for one. But it's really good. It's just amazing. It syncs to the song. Every click. I don't know what I could really say other than it's really fun. It's really good. There's a few skips in it you could do, like in the second UFO part you could just like wait and then like not have to click as many times, which is good for my hand so it didn't like break because the song's fast. But trying to think of any parts I just need to say anything about, but I just can't think of any. It's great, it's really good. The next part, however, is probably the worst in the level. Peneto, his part, I'm not really a big fan. It's just Penuto here, or Peneto, whatever. It's just he focuses more on just click sync other than like actual gameplay. So when it comes to parts like the 28% orb 3 clicks thing, it's just really bad. Okay, he focuses on gameplay sync. But this one part, it's like a quarter of a second off synced, so you can't click to the music or else you die, which is like really, really unsatisfying, and lots of the times I just find myself accidentally clicking to the music and then just like falling through the portal. Sometimes you could live too. Like, you do the click pattern to the music and then like you skip the two things, but like you hit the orb somehow and live, the yellow orb. I don't know how it works, but yeah, I don't know. Everything else in this part's okay. The last ship, like the mini ship with the red orb, there's like a teleport portal that just makes it more inconsistent. Like, he put it there to make it more consistent, but it does the opposite because you only hit it like half of the time, and it just puts you really low. So sometimes you hit the orb and then like you fly into the block. It's just the part's still good. It's like a 7 out of 10, don't get me wrong, but like compared to everything else in the level, it's just like not very good. Yeah. Next you get to probably the hardest part of the level. This part's like, it might be the hardest depending on how good you are at duels. Okay, so now you get to one of the best parts in the level, Sergeister. His duel is so good. It's so satisfying to learn and play. At first when you're trying to learn it, it's like impossible, and it probably like makes lots of people like not want to play the level because of how intimidating it is, but trust me when I say it's amazing. Just, you click to the music in some of the parts, and like the spider and the UFO, it's so good. There's a few spots though that are kind of like not as good as everything else. In particular, the 40% wave and ball duel, which sometimes if you click too late, the ball doesn't hit the green orb and you just kind of fly to your death. It's kind of unfair, but it's fine. The only really bug in this part that I found was at 42 or something, I'm not sure, but it's the mini ship and cube duel, where sometimes you like hit the green orb at the ship and just the cube just goes the opposite way and dies. It's kind of funny, but it's just something you have to deal with. It's mostly fine though because of how extremely consistent this level is. You get to Sergeister, well, Penu exists, but like you get there a lot, okay? So it's fine. Usually most of your deaths are here, or like in between 23 and 45, but once you pass that, if you've learned the entire level and done necessary runs, like you have a straight shot to the end, pretty much. Okay, so the part after, okay, well, there's a little like break segment in between, which if you watch my video, or you're literally watching the video, what am I saying? If you paid attention closely, you could see that I did a skip, where you only have to hit 2 of the orbs there. I don't know, this is probably harder actually than the intended route, but I just did it because it's like funny, I guess. I don't know. I never bothered to learn it the actual way, and it's probably really simple, like the intended route, but After that, you make it to Zaro's part. Zaro's part's really fun. Imagine the drop. It's like slightly worse than the drop because the song isn't like as good, I'd say, but it's still really fun. There's a few choke points in it, like the waves, but it's fine. It's just good. It's just really good. For me, like when I was last hour or so, I was extremely consistent, and I got like past 70 like over 10 times in like an hour. And just every time I got here, I'd pass it. It's so consistent. The entire level is extremely consistent. It's really good. Once you pass this though, you get past most of the difficulty in the level, and then you make it to Gaydon's part. Gaydon's part, it's really easy. It's like, I didn't even have to learn it. You just kind of click in a consistent pattern, and it just works. There's only one actual like thing that can trip you up, which is like the wave, but that never happened to me. There's a few bugs which are kind of funny that can happen, but they're really rare, so it's fine. It's just really good part. It looks amazing. The song is good. It's good. It's good. It's great. Then you make it to like a little. Once you pass that, you get to a little break section, which it's just 3 clicks. It's a wave, whatever. It's fine. You make it after that to Unnerved's part. Ugh. This is probably the second or third hardest part in the level, and it's between 70 and 79. There's a few choke points, like the 77% click, the wave going out of his part, and just the entire part just kind of feels like a choke point actually. But yeah, I died here, like I said before, I died here like 10 times or so in like an hour, and when you die here, it's like kind of frustrating, but it's great knowing you get to play the level even more. And you'll probably make it here anyways, and like if you have the amount of consistency I did right before I beat it, you'll probably make it there in the next 5 or so minutes. So it's fine. After you pass Unnerves or Unerve, whatever, I don't care. You make it to the part where the song starts to slow down, and you're at the very end of the level. I can't read the names here, but I think it says Dio. I don't know. Just okay part to end off the level. I could see people like choking here, like at the last duel or whatever, because you just have to focus on the spider at that, but sometimes the cube, you hit like the green orb too late, but yeah, you don't die here usually. If you're gonna die at the end, you're gonna die at Bretake's part. Bretank, I don't know. Final part, Bretake, as I just said, it's good. It's a good way to end off the level. There's a funny skip I did. Like the 45 skip I was talking about before. I just did this because I didn't bother learning it the actual intended route, and it's funny when I do this skip. I actually ended up dying when I tried to do this skip at 87, which was my worst fail when I was trying to beat the level. But it's fun. It was just funny. I don't care. Solid part. Yeah. There's I don't know why, but the triple spike at the end is a double spike. I don't know when this update happened or if it was always like this when it was split, but that kind of threw me off guard when I was practicing. And I think like people that watched my video, I think you guys think the same. But yeah. Good part, good ending, good level. Okay, so my overall review of this level, this is probably my new favorite level actually. Every part in this flows so well, and the song is one of the best songs on Newgrounds, it's so good. The entire level is awesome. This is really good for a starter Extreme 2. Doesn't matter if you beat the other two in the series. This is like, if you take it out, this on like standalone, this is just good. It's a really solid level on its own. This is probably, I'd say, the best out of the three. Not probably, just definitely. Reverie was kind of sucked. Faith was really good, and this somehow managed to be even better than Faith. This is a good like first Extreme, I'd say, and if you're willing to take on the challenge, then I highly recommend this absolute work of art to you. Anyways, with that, this is the end of the video. Have a good day.